Why, hello there, and welcome to a FlowCat stream. I want to shut the door, but the cats are in here, so they probably want to leave it open for now. But soon I would like to close it. It's really cold down in this basement, and so I actually look forward to turning on the lights because they produce heat, and that helps warm me up, to be honest. It's legit pretty cold down here, but that's actually not a bad thing. I tend to be a pretty warm person, so cold environments, not a bad thing. I hope everyone's having a great day. Whatever it is for you, night, day, morning, evening, you know, it does not matter. Okay. So, we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy today. Gonna wait for people to pop in. I see a couple people on Twitch. See a person on YouTube. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out for a few minutes here, let people pop in and join the stream and stuff. I made a first impressions video for Final Fantasy, just kind of going over like my thoughts in general after completing you know, A Realm Reborn and doing like the post A Realm Reborn stuff. Yeah. So I'm still really early on in the game. I get that. But I just wanted to get my thoughts out there and share what I'm thinking as an early player in the game, someone who's not very far in it. I'll probably make some more discussion videos covering my thoughts later on and whatnot. But yeah, I mentioned this before on a different stream, gonna mention it again. I am going to be posting some discussion content. I know that it has been a while since I've done that, but it's gotten my discussion content has gotten like the best views out of anything on my channel. Like guides and discussion content have done better than anything else on my channel. And I really like making lore videos. I really enjoy it. I think I'm gonna treat that as something that I would like to do on the side, you know, something that I would like to do. But I need to treat this more business-like, and I need to make it. I need this to work out at some point. So I want to keep trying to do things that will grow the channel so that I have more people, you know, in the community and the channel grows, so that I can have more resources, so that I can make better content and I can make content that I want. But I think that that's just going to take some time because I can't overextend myself. I think that's really, I have a lot of ambitions, and it's very easy for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll just do this and this and this and this and this, and then I can't. Like I can't do all of that, or I can, but I'll, you know, overwork myself and burn out, and I don't want that. Like I want to keep myself on a good, you know, mental state and stuff doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna put out discussion content. I think I'll try to keep working on those Genshin lore videos on the side, and I'll put them out as I can. But I'm gonna focus on trying to grow the channel above all else, which is sort of working, sort of not working. Hello, King Flame. You just 31 starred the Abyss. It felt kind of easy to get above 30 stars. Still working to do it. Nice. Well, congratulations. It's very satisfying. Like one of the good things about Genshin early on is the Abyss is really brutal, but it actually does let you feel like you're making, like when you get stomped and then you come back later and you're able to clear it, you know, that's just it feels good. And especially since the Abyss is always getting harder, so you have to make gains faster than the Abyss is getting harder, which is totally possible. Like it's designed to work that way, but it just sort of, it's fun when you're early in the game and you're a new player and you're fighting against that pressure. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome, Nat. Happy to see ya. Happy to see ya. Do I have Twitch chat on? Yeah, I do. Okay. So I mentioned this before. I'm gonna mention that again. Mention this again. I'm gonna be painting the room soon and getting you know, actual furnishings for the room soon. I can't wait for that. It's gonna look a lot better. It'll be a lot more streamery-y and stuff, and yeah, I'm very excited for that. I get that. Definitely make content that makes you happy consistently tends to be better that way. Yeah, well, Okay. I okay. How to say this? I really like making the lore content, but I have a very strong feeling that if I only put out that like Genshin lore content and stream, I won't grow. Like people that follow me already that like that kind of stuff will watch it, which is what happened. But like I just don't think that I'm good enough at editing. Like if I had if I had 200,000 subs or 100,000 subs or whatever, and I had an editor and I was able to offload the part of the work that I suck at, because I can do the writing and I can do the narration and I can do all that stuff, and I can even film B-roll if need, you know, like I can do a lot of that stuff, and that's no sweat off my back. Well, you know, it's like it's work, but I enjoy it, so it's less effort. But when it comes to the editing, I have a really hard time pulling together a video that way. And if I was if I was bigger and had more resources, I could make content that I'd be really happy with. And I think it would look really good and it would be really appealing to people and stuff like that. But at my size, with my skills, it's more feasible for me to make like discussion content because I don't need to do a bunch of fancy editing. And I don't even really need to like script it heavily, you know? And I can really just like speak about things and, you know, be nuanced and discuss and debate a little bit, yeah, stuff like that. And but yeah, so I made that Final Fantasy video. I think I'm gonna keep trying to make discussion content. It's just weird. It's weird being at this size because like it always feels like when you're a really small YouTuber, I think it feels like nothing works until something works is kind of how it feels if I had to put it into words. Like I can put out all sorts of content and like nothing does well and nothing really is like hits the algorithm, and then all of a sudden one thing will, and it's like, oh what why why. And so it's confusing. It's really confusing when you're a bigger YouTuber, like people that have like 1 million subs or even hundreds of thousands of subs. People in that category have a core audience, and that core audience is so big that they're able to basically, okay, the way the algorithm works is it groups people together, and then if your video appeals to a group of people, it'll try other groups of people that are similar, and it'll keep going until the video stops spreading, basically, until people stop clicking on it and stop reacting to it. So the thing about that is that if you have like 20,000 people that will just watch any video that you put out, probably because of the way that people work, your kind of content appeals to a specific kind of person. That's just how people are. I'm a kind of person. My kind of content will appeal to a certain kind of person, whereas someone else who's like, you know, there are people that like I see online, I see in streams, they're like super hype. Like I was watching this one person stream like a gacha game or something. I think it was PGR or something like that. And their lobby music was like the most upbeat. It was like, and then the dude comes on stream and he's like, let's go. He's like, ah! He's like just screaming and like fist waving and stuff. And I'm like, wow, that is a lot. I don't think that I want to do that. I don't think that I want to watch someone do that. Like that just, it's so much energy, and I like hype. I like being excited. But I just feel like that kind of excitement is overwhelming. It's overstimulating for me, is what it is. And I also think it's a little goofy. But that's besides the point. The point is that if you appeal to like 20,000 of a similar type of person, right? I'll get back to the point. If you appeal to that kind of audience, then the algorithm is going to look at that and be like, oh, 20,000 people watch this video and they're all like have these similar interests. So let's send that video to 20 or 100,000 more people that are similar to these 20,000 people. It's a large sample size, so it's easier for the algorithm to extrapolate and figure out who this video appeals to, and therefore it's easier for the algorithm to share that video with people that will like it. Like, for instance, like, here's the thing that I think about a lot. I'm sure that there are a lot of people on YouTube that would enjoy the kind of personality that I have and the kind of content that I make and the kind of like streams that I do and the discussions and stuff. Like, I genuinely do think that there is an audience, because I see people in my streams that come back consistently and shockingly consistently, and I appreciate that very deeply. But it shows to me that you know, if you guys had someone else you liked to watch more, you would probably do that instead, or you have someone else you do also like watching. But the point is that like, it's a choice that you're making, and that choice is probably based on the fact that like I appeal to you as a viewer in some specific way that like other streamers don't, right? Okay, the point is though is that I only have like 40-50 people that'll watch a video when I put it out, which is I that makes me really happy. Like, I don't want to try to say like I'm ungrateful or anything for the people that follow my content and actually watch the stuff I put out, because like, no, that's awesome. That makes me very happy. I'm very grateful for that. But it's a small sample size, and I would be willing to bet that among 30 people it's harder to find the common interests than it is among 20,000 people, right? If you have 30 of like-minded individuals, there's probably likely to be discrepancies, and that kind of like messes up the population. So maybe you only have like 18 people that are sort of similar or whatever. But in 20,000 people, maybe you have 2,000 people that kind of are like, don't really fit the group but are there anyway, and then you have 18,000 people who do, and then you can extrapolate from that, and that's a plenty big sample size. So that's sort of how the algorithm works, and it's weird and it's frustrating, because when you're a small content creator, you don't have that power. You don't have a platform, right? That's what a platform is when you already have enough viewership to push your content into a position where it's successful just by default. Like, you just are successful by default because anything you put out, you have a viewership that, you know, people will watch it. They have an expectation of what your content will be. You provide that. Boom. Blah, 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 bing. Yep. Aurora says, meanwhile, I'm trying to Abyss floor 11, but only the second DPS of it. Yeah, Miko. Aw. Well, I hope that you're able to work towards it. It takes a long time. You know, it's not something to rush, but I'm still a long way from 36 starring, but baby steps. 30 starring consistently comes first. Yeah, exactly. It's baby steps. That is absolutely true. And the good thing about it is that on the grand scale, it's not that many primo gems. So it's not that like you don't have to really FOMO super bad about it. New home looks great. Love the IKEA box spot. Yeah, I'm gonna put that together soon. I don't want to put it together right now because I know I'm gonna be painting very soon, and you know, it's more annoying to paint the more furniture you have. So I kind of feel like paint first, then kind of get everything put together and set up in here, and then it'll probably be simpler. That's intense for real. Hype streamers are a hit or miss for me too. Yeah, it's just not how I like to, you know, like, I get some people are like that. Some people just really love that, like, you know, like Dragon Ball Z energy, you know, or you're like Super Saiyan energy or whatever. And I get it, but you know, I'm playing video games or whatever. I'm just not like that. Anyway, we can move on to a different topic. One that I don't have. I actually don't have another topic, so I have to think of something. So, you know, that's interesting. That's definitely gonna shake up the vibe of this stream. I haven't had enough caffeine yet. My brain is still like a slug. But after I finish this, it should definitely start speeding up a little bit. And then I will be able to think. Reminds me of that one time I built an IKEA closet upside down. Yeah, I hate when you, oh my God, like when you read the instructions wrong and you put a piece on upside down and you're like 5 steps past that and you're like, I have to undo everything I've done. You have to like go back 5 steps. Oh boy, I hate that so much. That's why you have to, like, you don't just read the instructions and then do it. Like, you read it like 3 times, and then you double check before you actually do it that you're doing it right, and then you double check again. That saves you time building IKEA furniture. New Final Fantasy 14 patch coming out tomorrow. Oh, what's that? Is it like a big deal patch, or is it like what's going on with that? I have yet to I have yet to experience a patch with Final Fantasy. I feel like I have little eye goobers. Eye goobery doos. Oh, hey guys, look who decided to join us. He's like, a lick, a lick, a lick. Yes. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. I don't know if you've completely dropped Star Rail yet, but the 1.3 update is this Wednesday with new story coming. Main quest, will I be checking it out? I'm not gonna lie. Probably not. And like, I liked the story a lot with Star Rail. I just didn't, the gameplay, I bounced off the gameplay really hard, is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the turn-based combat, and I feel like the combat is just, like, I love Genshin's combat so much, and I just, yeah, I don't know, I kind of bounced off it. So I think what I'm gonna probably do is find a streamer that I like, that is streaming Star Rail, and sub to them, and just watch them do it. Because I also have, like, I'm doing Final Fantasy right now, right? But I'm also trying other games off stream and just kind of messing around with stuff. Like, I know that you have all, if you are an MMO gamer at all, you know recently that, like, Lost Ark has had a lot of issues, and basically like a mass exodus of the player base is leaving Lost Ark, which is like a massive amount of the North America MMO audience was playing Lost Ark. And I see no worries. I just asked because I remember you mentioned the Icon story. Yeah, I'll probably, like, what I'll do is I'll wait like 6 months, and then like I'll find someone who has done all, like, I'll binge watch all of the story up until that point, and then I'll wait like a year, and then I'll do it again and stuff. And that's probably what I'll end up doing for Star Rail. Why is Lost Ark dying? Some drama. Well, the game is just, in my opinion, like, the foundation of the game is cool because it's kind of like an ARPG MMO, like it's like an MMO ARPG, right? And it's cool. It's got really satisfying combat and all that stuff. But the fundamental issue is just that it's the enhancements. There's a singular path in Lost Ark, and it's raiding. That's the only content in the game, is raiding. So all you can do is hone your gear to get stronger, to try to get into raids, or like do other things to get stronger to try to get into raids. And it is all capped by dailies and weeklies. So if, like, you log into Lost Ark, you do your dailies, you do your weeklies, you do all that stuff, there is actually really nothing else for you to do. Like, there's no other content. There's no, you know, you can't, like, you can do life skilling, but guess what? Life skilling is also on it's got an energy, you have an energy meter, and you run out of your energy meter, and it takes like 2 days to refill completely. So you can't even really life skill actively that much. And so that's like a frustrating thing with Lost Ark, is that it's basically it's like a single-minded experience. And the issue with it is that, like, if you're playing Final Fantasy 14, as we have seen, hello Starstream, welcome, you can do whatever you feel like doing. Like, if you're like, oh, I feel like running duties, oh, I feel like doing quests, oh, I want to work on my glamour or whatever, like, you have that choice. And you're not like, it's not like you hit a point where you're like, oh, you've equipped 2 glamours today, you're done. Or, oh, you've run 2 dungeons today, you can't run any more dungeons today. And that's how Lost Ark is. You genuinely, you do your dailies, and then you're done. And that's it. It's sad. It's sad. I don't think that that's how MMORPGs are supposed to be. I don't think that that's how the experience is supposed to be. And unfortunately, there is a dungeon cap. Well, right, there is usually a cap with certain aspects of the game that have to do with, like, hard vertical progression. But here's the issue. the only content in Lost Ark is hard vertical progression. Like, look, if you do your dailies and you do your weeklies, or you run all of your dungeons or something in Final Fantasy, you have other stuff that you can work on, like side content. And yeah, no, it's just housing or whatever, or just glamour, or just like RPing, or just like whatever. But there's other stuff for you to do. There's that one, I can't remember what that RNG farming thing you can do with friends, where it's like a roulette map thing or something. But like there's stuff to do. With Lost Ark, there's literally nothing to do. See you later, King Flame. There's literally nothing to do, and that's the thing. And the developers are very insistent on making it so that the game is just a soul-sucking experience. Like the issue right now is that you have to run the raids, the weekly raids. You have to run them on like 6 different characters plus your dailies to be able to fund like one end game character. So like you want to have one end game character, oh, you need to make sure that you also have 5 alts, that you're running like, you're running like 18 raids a week on 6 different characters, and doing, each character has like an hour of dailies if you really rush through it. And so you're farming a lot, and it's this artificial grind because they've hard capped the game into being just all about the vertical progression and the raids. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about it, but the game is dying. The game is dying. And they promised horizontal content like a year ago with Lost Ark, and they never did it. They just decided that, it probably wouldn't do well with the hardcore audience, which is really frustrating because the hardcore audience is, a very, it's a small player base. Like they could appeal to a wider audience, but they won't. They refuse to. I've never seen this cap maps. Oh, okay. 100 per 20. Okay, well, 100 sounds like a lot. That's a lot of dungeons. Okay, that is a bunch. Well, anyway, okay, so Lost Ark dying, right? Okay, so all of these MMO gamers are looking for different MMOs, right? Like a lot of them. That's why like Final Fantasy has seen a lot of new players recently. BDO, Black Desert Online, has seen a lot of new players recently, and even MapleStory has seen a bunch of new players recently. And I don't absolutely love MapleStory, but I played it all the way up until like the late mid game, early end game, and I enjoy, like, I don't know what it is, but like maybe it's just like Stockholm syndrome. Like when I was a kid, right, when I was really young, I played MMORPGs like Cabal or Trickster Online, where like literally all you did was like run around a map and like kill mobs, and that was like 85% of the gameplay, right? Other than just sitting in a town socializing. And like that was, I don't know what it is, but I just find it soothing to just run around and like do like a rotation of killing mobs and just grind and just farm. Like it's just satisfying and comforting, and it helps distract you from the inevitability of existential crises and stuff like that. And it's great. It's great. So anyway, MapleStory is kind of like that, and I like that. Like, I know it's not for everybody, but I like it. And I know I'm just not a big fan of the company that runs MapleStory. Like, I feel like if it was under better, I don't know if they're publishers. Is Nexon a publisher? I think they're a publisher, right? They're not a developer, right? Who develops MapleStory? I don't know. But anyway, the point is that like the people that run it kind of suck. But the game itself it's a cute game, and it's kind of fun, and it's just like shut your mind off and grind some mobs and flashy and whatever. But yeah, so those 3 games, BDO, MapleStory, and Final Fantasy, have been seeing a lot of new players lately because Lost Ark is bleeding players like crazy, which is interesting. I missed Star Rail's launch and never managed to make time to start, but maybe someday. Yeah, Genshin's combat looks cool to me. Yeah, I mean, like different things appeal to different people, right? And I'm not gonna like I think everyone on the internet nowadays has entered this weird phase where like we all used to, like, I think we all recognize with music, like I like certain kinds of music and you like different kinds of music probably, and who cares, right? Like it doesn't matter It doesn't make me a better person to have different tastes than you. It's not a value statement. There's no value statement or value judgment that you can make based on someone's taste in music most of the time. I'll say most of the time. And like 99% of the time, right? Okay, so, right, okay, cool. People like music. People like different kinds of music. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. With games, there's like this thing in the gaming community where for some reason people are so judgy about the games you like, and like there's no live and let live. There is only hostility and tribal warfare. Like that is all that we know in the gaming community. I don't understand why people feel the need to absolutely just shit on people for disagreeing with each other on, you know, like the whole dead game thing, or the whole like game is dying thing, or the whole like there's this tendency to hyperfixate on critically judging every aspect of a game. But fundamentally, games are an art, like it's an art form, right? And art is subjective, and so different things appeal to different people. And so like you can critically judge, like if a game doesn't run at 60 FPS, right? If it doesn't function properly, like that's an obvious issue. If there are bugs, that's an obvious issue. But like a lot of people critique aspects of game design when, you know, it's like it's fine if you don't like that, but it's dumb to say that it's just bad because some people might enjoy certain like I've seen. Okay, here's a good example. Here's a really good example. I have an actual example. Monster Hunter has grown massively over the years, and so has the audience of people that enjoys Monster Hunter. And for that reason, Monster Hunter, and in general, game development has improved over time. So Monster Hunter has grown as a franchise and has optimized their gameplay and improved their gameplay, and also added a lot of quality of life over time, as development studios tend to do. So I got really thirsty. My train of thought also 100% derailed, so I'm gonna need a second to remember what I was talking about. Monster Hunter, right. So as they made the game more efficient and the gameplay more efficient, and they added more quality of life, they also have removed certain aspects of the gameplay that people used to have to do. Like there used to be certain aspects of hunts that you would have to like paint bomb a monster, or like stuff like that. Or like recently even they're getting rid of the hot and cold drinks, right? So if you went into a really cold area, you drink a hot drink, it gives you a buff that protects you from the status effect of the cold. You go into a hot area, cold drink, same thing. Makes sense, right? That's a gameplay mechanic that has persisted in Monster Hunter for a long time, and it's one of these things where it's like it's part of the theme of Monster Hunter. In Monster Hunter, you have to be prepared for the fight. If you don't prepare for the hunt, then you're gonna be... Twitch, what happened? I got disconnected from Twitch? Huh. It's really weird. You know what's interesting though is that actually Genshin Impact hasn't catered toward the hardcore audience. Genshin Impact has consistently catered toward the casual audience, which I think has been generally good for the health of the game. I can see like a piece of whatever. I'll have to get tweezers later and get it. Anyway, so they're gonna remove the hot and cold drinks in Monster Hunter. They're gonna get rid of the hot and cold drinks so that when you go into an area filled with lava, you don't have to drink the drink to, you know, purge the status effect or whatever. And some people are really happy about that. Some people are like, oh yes, like that's one less thing I have to worry about. And then there's other people who are like, this is part of the game. This is something that we've done for years. This is part of being prepared for the hunt. It's one less thing that I have to prepare for. You're making the game easier. You're making it less punishing. You're adding less immersion or whatever. And, you know, everyone has a different reaction. Monster Hunter talk. It's like the one franchise I have more hours in the final. I love Monster Hunter. I don't have an insane amount of hours in it, but I have a deep appreciation for it. I have, like, in World, I have only 169 nice hours. But it's basically because I play too many different games and I have a hard time. Like, the games that I have a ton of time in, like Project Zomboid, I have like 900 hours, 872 hours in Project Zomboid. Ton of hours in that one. 500 hours in Elden Ring. Yeah. There's a couple other, but like I tend to spread my time out a little more than some other gamers do. Okay, so anyway, yes, so there's a different reaction to different people depending on the thing. And so here's the part of Monster Hunter that is interesting, right? If you are critically looking at Monster Hunter, if you're looking at it under the scope of critical analysis, then you might look at that and go, it's not fun to stock up on some resource to make a drink to then be able to just stand in the area without taking damage. Like, that's not a fun mechanic. It's not fun, get rid of it, right? I've heard that a lot from people, like gamers, when they're assessing a game. They go, if it's not fun, get rid of it. Like, if it's just a hindrance to fun, it shouldn't be in the game, right? But then you have other people who are like, well, but this is part of the fun in a way. Like, it's a different kind of fun. It's the fun of being prepared for an instance and feeling prepared and then doing well, and that makes you feel good because there's the possibility of failure. Whereas, you know, if there's no possibility of failure, then there's no pleasure in the success, right? For some people, like, that's just their definition of having fun is that. So, like, I get it. And I tend to agree that, like, there needs to be a balance. Like, some things are just too much and shouldn't be in the game and are just a massive hindrance to people enjoying the game and the game series as a whole. This, like, little piece of dandruff or whatever it is, like a skin flake, I can see it when I'm looking at myself, and it's bugging me so bad. I just need to, like, go get some tweezers real quick and get rid of. Elden Ring is so good. Can't wait for the DLC in like 3.5 years. You mean? No. Yeah, I would love a DLC for that game one day. I have an embarrassing amount of hours in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite alone. Hold on. Exact note out here. It's okay. It's okay to get super into, you know, the game. You know what's interesting about Genshin is that I actually have nowhere to check my hours in Genshin. I don't have anywhere that I can look and be like, oh, I have this many hours. But I honestly, I probably don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's thousands. It's probably like 5,000 to 8,000 hours, maybe. Something like that. I don't know, but it's a lot. It's very many. Too many. It's because I actually enjoy just like running around exploring and just killing mobs and stuff like that. So especially like earlier on when I was playing the game, I used to just spend a lot of time just like farting around and stuff like that. But I kind of enjoy that. It's been confirmed it's not just coming out, or it's just not coming out until something. Yeah, I know. I remember that it's been confirmed for After Armor Core. It feels like it's gonna be an eternity before we get that DLC, because it already feels like Elden Ring has been out for a really long time, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, it feels like Elden Ring's release was like the distant past, but it's not. Also, Baldur's Gate comes out really soon. Baldur's Gate 3. Have you guys seen? Oh, real quick, before we talk about this, please drop a like on the stream. If you're watching this stream, drop a like on this stream. If you haven't followed on Twitch, follow on Twitch. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. If you want to do anything to support my content, do it, because I would appreciate that very much so. It would help me grow and all that great stuff, and it would be lovely and beautiful and amazing and everything. So, Baldur's Gate 3. Developers are like baby raging online. I don't know if it's baby raging. I don't know enough about the game development stuff to make a super educated like take on this, but basically what's going on is Baldur's Gate 3 was in development for so long, and they have put so much work into it that development studios are worried that people are going to assume that that's the new standard for RPGs, and they're basically, a lot of developers are saying like, hey, this is gonna be great, but you better not expect that from us. and I'm on one hand, I'm kind of like, okay, but like, we always have games that push the standards of gaming and push forward the, you know, like there's always games like that, and to fight it seems really dumb, because it's like, don't you want your games to be better? But also there is the argument of like time and scope, where like maybe games hit a point where they take so much money and so much time to develop that it's just like, why would we want to wait 15 years for a really good game? You know what I mean? So I have 1248 on the PS5 version of Genshin Impact. I have 9400 hours in CS:GO. Man, I've seen both sides of the Monster Hunter arguments, and I can kind of get behind both. I do love all the quality of life appearances over the years, but I would be lying if I said that I wouldn't like to see a new game with the old mechanics, just like how they would hold up without some of the old console jank. Yeah, you know, I agree. Like, I think that the reasonable thing to do in any situation is to be able to understand where both sides of an argument are coming from. I think that too many people online nowadays are really tribalistic about their beliefs, and they don't even make an effort to understand where another side is coming from. They just assume that because they disagree with you, they're wrong. It's like a very egotistical way to approach the world, where you assume that your viewpoint is the, you know, the de facto correct viewpoint. But some people are like that online, for real. And, you know, it's sad to say, but like, I understand both. Like, the game has seen a massive uptick in like World was huge and brought in a ton of people to the franchise, right? And me included, because I've played Monster Hunter games before World, but I never really got into them. Like, I never really took them seriously. Like, I played a little bit and I was like, okay, this is a lot, and then I would quit or whatever. But World, I was like, whoa, I want to stick around and I want to figure this out, and I want to play this game, and I want to do it. And I did, and I'm very grateful and happy that I did, and I will continue to play Monster Hunter, honestly. Like, I think it's a fantastic series. So I do understand how, like, you know, there are some aspects of the older Monster Hunter games that I look at, the things that they took out before I started playing, right? And I'm like, oh man, some of that sounds just absurd, like way too inconvenient. Be looking in here too. Thanks, Nat. I appreciate you. But yeah, it's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand why people are unable to see, you know, where people are coming from. It's unfortunate. You have 1264 hours on Final Fantasy on PS5 version. Wow. That's quite a few many hours, you know. That's quite a few. That's quite a few. Yeah, I have some games on different things other than Steam that I can't just like check my hours on. But, you know, honestly, with things like how many hours you put into a game, sometimes ignorance is bliss, really. Like, that's for real. Like, sometimes ignorance is just, it's just better not to know. Okay, I have caffeine in my system. I feel partially alive. Oh, wait, I gotta get this stuff up first. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's boot the game up. Let's do that. Okay, give me a second. I think I have the game music on, so I will turn my music off as soon as I log in here. Gotta get my hair off the keyboard. Get out of here. Apparently don't know how to type anymore. My brain is soupy as heck, guys. There's too many games coming out. Like, honestly, and Baldur's Gate is coming out. Oh wait, when is maintenance? Oh shoot. When is maintenance? Can someone Remlock, you're so fast. You gotta like I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Says, let's see here, 9 p.m. PDT to 3 a.m. 10ish p.m. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We will definitely be good. Okay, let me turn off my music. And then the game music will have the singing pretty lady voice. And then lock in. It reminds me, for some reason, it reminds me of Halo. When back in the day, when you used to boot up Halo, and you're just like, oh, oh my god. Or actually midnight. Oh, okay. Well, either way, it should be fine. Usually happens around the same time on the same weekday. Oh, that's good. That's definitely good. Maintenance for MMORPGs is one of the funniest things ever because like it's the game. MMOs are the games where people like, you know, log in when they wake up, log out when they go to bed. And so then you just kick them out of their homes. They're at home just chilling and you're just like, "Hey, get out of here." And they're like, "What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?" What? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh my god. Every time I log in, the pop-ups. I'll be back online at 6 a.m. Okay. Well, you know, that's actually, for me at least, that's really good maintenance times because like starts in the evening. I can sleep through a lot of it. I mean, I'm usually up until like pretty late, but you know, I can spend a night doing something else, but I can also sleep through part of it. Okay, what I gotta remember what we were doing. We were doing the main story, right? That's what we were doing. Yeah, I remember. Yugiri, all that stuff. Okay, I'm all caught up in my brain. Oh my god, that freaking little buffalo, man, it's so cute. Some of the mounts and minions in this game just make my heart want to like explode. Like they're just so stupid cute. They gotta stop with that. I want to squeeze it. All right, so we should probably just keep doing the story. I do have some duties that I need to do, but I think while I'm motivated and have energy, you know, we do the quests and then I'll save the duties. I'm not used to calling them duties. I'm sorry. I'll save them for like, you know, when I'm pooped or like near the end of streams and stuff when I want something more active. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's turning them on. I wanna yeah, I wanna just get them off of my. Okay. There we go. There we go. That'll make that easier. I don't know if I have a better ring or not. How do I? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I that is better. That's good. Just passing by to say hi and have a good stream. Oh, thank you, Car. I hope that you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Active Freedom Company discords are kind of amusing to see during maintenance period. Tens of people just kind of unsure of what to do, trying to find out what to do. Yeah. Just that it's that let me in meme for just like hours. Yeah. That's funny. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Yeah, he's that racist piece of crap that hates refugees. I don't know if he's racist. I'm just... Okay, so off... Oh, wait. Someone told me that there's a log, right? Starstream, you told me that there's a chat log, right? For if I miss a thingamajig. if I miss the story thingamajig. Also, that stream schedule is not right. So you can ignore that. I'll change it one day. Yep. Let me look it up. Okay. That would be good to know because yeah, I sometimes I accidentally skip some of the dialogue and it's like it makes me sad. Oh, my coaster. There we go. All right. Ooh, plague mask. That looks cool.
I want a plague mask.
All right. Voice acting? Oh. Here, let me, The Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsa, Lominsa, or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Well, that sucks. That leaves our Domon friends to confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope for better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have the need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by the way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you proposed yourself, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. Okay. They're like, yes. Once again, I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, I skipped it again. Okay, well, good. I can character configuration, log window sendings, log filters, announcements, NPC dialogue. Okay, I'm glad that you found that. That's buried. Look for me there. Okay. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Oh, my back. You guys want to see some Freddy? You guys want to see some Freddy? Look at that boy. Look at that Freddy boy. All right, so now, oh, wait. Before we do that, character configuration, log windows settings, log filters. Okay. Let's see. General was used. I was using chat for. I'll use chat. Announcements. NPC dialogue. Now off with ye. I got casks to tap. Oh, okay. Ah, nice. Yeah, so we got to figure out how to. Okay, we got to figure out how to actually get them to Revenant's Toll, because it's like far away and stuff. Wait, why can't they? Oh well, I don't know. So the Adventurers Guild. We gotta go talk to the Adventurers Guild. All right, well that's gonna be super helpful. Where am I? I'm over here. Okay, we gotta go over there. All right, sprint. We can also people watch. People watching in this game is hilarious sometimes, and also just fun. Obvious RPers right there. More RPers. I kind of like that you can just see RPers just like hanging out and stuff. It does make the world feel more alive. Like, I know people have like stigmas against it or whatever, but like, is that a chocobo outfit? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hello, friendo. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long had they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Mamodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordana. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Why, thanks. You do an awful lot. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordana. When the government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome. After all that has befallen these good people is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall never have a friend. Or you shall ever have a friend. I thought I said never have a friend. I was like, why? And you and Revenant's Toll, my lord. Just don't do it in Limsa. Why not Limsa, huh? Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Yugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the debates of our arrangement. The details of the arrangement, I mean. I would entrust the task of escorting our Domans from the you after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Do I actually get to rest? I have a strong feeling there will be no rest. There's never rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got bills to feed. And nothing is for free. All right. As we speak, they prepare for the departure of Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require assistance. I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small and short, whatever must needs be done to it. Speak with a man named Hozan when he first arrived. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. Okay, I gotta stretch real fast. I just need to stretch real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, my legs. Okay. Okay, that felt good. Good old stretch. Alphanod informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with preparations. Honored to meet you. Though shamed as well, a great warrior should not be tasked with trivialities. Don't worry, I'm used to picking up corpses. I mean, helping out. I know from a glance what manner of a woman you were. I too have some skills at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round the children that have been given to my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight. Have your keen eyes. Well, okay. You have my thanks. Oh, man. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-bird drawn carriage. Don't you... okay, I'm gonna... This isn't all that exciting to read. I'm just gonna... You know. Okay, children. Where you at? Haha! Corners. Frickin' children. Hiding. That kind of gave that one away. That one was not necessarily hidden. Ooh, that's some cool chocobo armor. Looking fancy schmancy. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek. Oh. That's dark. We're training them in case someone wants to try to make them slaves. Right. I think I have a pretty good neck. These already. At long last, Hosanna is ready to leave. Okay. I'm not gonna read this stuff out loud. It's just so it's just, you know. He's just like, yeah, oh, we're going. There used to be more kids you had to find, and some were hidden inside the buildings. Oh. Yeah, I heard that they simplified a lot of these earlier quests and shortened a lot of it, which is definitely good. They're already, you know, eager to be off, are you? All right, so we're gonna have to fight some stuff. Protect the children. #1 goal. Oh god. I keep remembering that I keep randomly remembering that Baldur's Gate 3 is soon. And I know that game is that game will consume the souls of many people. I'm sure of it. I don't know if I have time to play it. I do. I'll make time. Should have made me thought. Wait, what? There we. What? There we go. Kept hitting the wrong button. Click. There we go. There was a beastie. Well fought, well fought. Only I were in better health. Well, that's good. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do what we have to do. Whoa. Oh. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? It's a stone throw from an Imperial guest. Bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. Let's be honest with them. Let's tell them the reality of the situation. Lots of rocks and things? Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Definitely not the giant frogs that'll pull you in and then crush you under their weight. What is the best way to become more powerful? Seek out new experiences and adventures. Why am I being interviewed by these kids? Why did he get to ask 2 questions? Just don't get shot in the knee with an arrow. You'll be fine. The ever persistent head nod in this game is just continue to talk to my character on the carriage.
We could have talked on the carriage.
What is going on? Is that a black mage? I think it's a black mage because they're not moving. Standing perfectly still. What am I? Oh. Quicksand. Okay. Why am I over here? Why did it take me over here? Okay. I mean, I know we took the carriage, but like, and it's right there, but like, why we stopping? What is that quest? Samurai quest, okay. That is a shiny gun. Chocobo outfit. That's a fancy outfit. All right. There we are. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? I have matters in hand. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take. Let me check. Okay, no, the one I have is way better. I'll take the money. Give me the money. It's past time. Met with the guild representatives. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here, which might require your attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the delegation for the duration of the journey. Please speak first with Slaffborn upon your arrival. He is the one whom the Domans will be working closely with. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stand for the safe to come. Okay. Hello. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones. Okay. You, take your time. Whoa! What? I don't know what half that stuff is. You know, funny. It's funny, Starstream, because I mentioned on my video, like Monster Hunter does this too, and I this is not my favorite way to receive information in a game, but it's all right. So lures. Okay. On the other hand, lures can be reused multiple times as well as employed to land prey too large for smaller bait. Being able to choose the right bait or lure. Oh, so it's like a permanent fishing thing. That's nice. And then I got a little minion. Oppo. The only thing he loves more than you is a juicy Sprite apple. Aww. That's cute. Prismatic heart. What is this? Steel locker, medical storing. It's like a furniture. I need to clean up my inventory soon. Okay, so. And here's the music. We're gonna actually take her. Oh, she got like a little desk. Wonder what herbs and spices they use. Maybe there's something I could add to your special tonic. She's got like a little flowers. They match her color. That's adorable. Yeah, where's our mainland on many cultures you've never made that no is true. Hey, she's doing something different than she was last time. This little thing, it's nothing compared to what we have endured. Good point. They had no other choice. They had to sail. Their homeland was destroyed. Oh man, that looks cozy. Oh yeah. That's the coat. Wait, I bet I can. Crap. Whatever. This is a good spot for like a screenshot. Here, let me I'm trying to get screenshots ahead of time. That way, when I go to make a thumbnail, I don't have to like, you know, log into the game just to make a. That's a good one right there. And then we'll do. think she can lean the other way, right? Yeah, okay. I want to get the fireplace in the shot. I don't... Is that like a camera tool? Oh, wait. No, I can just adjust the camera. That's right. I can use control. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't really go that way. Okay. Isn't there a camera mode? Somewhere? Hey, Remser. Welcome. Oh, I guess we can just... All right. That's enough of that. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldazian continue to meet with failure. Uringer has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have failed, yielded not. While we persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in the Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. All right. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn. Cool. Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Domon friends feel at home. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Stola should be returning with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Okay. Freddy's just cleaning. He just cleaning.
How goes the fishing?
Oh,
Caught anything slippery?
thank you. Voice acting.
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
You can never get over this Fish Bros Zergling hat. Yeah, that was a one heck of a fashion
The
sense.
gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I'm covered in cat fur now from Pet and Fred.
I see.
Oh my
Know
God.
then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Nice!
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Freaking cat fur all over me. Alright. Wishes to share some final words. Plainly, it should be, should the worst come to pass and the Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. Guildmate said they're excited for the patch tomorrow. Do you guys have any, you know, like what patch notes or anything for like what's going on? She will not have been idle in the intervening time and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okay.
What's up, Fred? Yeah.
He's such a goober. A goofy goober, even. Oh, I just need to run down that way. Sprint! Ugh. You are expected. Take the lift to the command room. Okay. Voice acting? I doubt it. Voice acting? Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has appraised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the flashbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Science support in this endeavor. But if gods forbid our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Cool. Don't worry, I just committed regicide. I can do anything. Lady Menphilia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Okay. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require you to remain by my side at all times. Okay. Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements with the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Barida has charge of the garrison. Aye, aye, Capitan. Oh, there it is. I need to pop out Twitch chat. Let me do that real quick. There's patch notes on the lodestones, but it's got a lot of Endwalker spoilers. Oh, okay. Reconnoitering? Reconnoitering? Huh. I've never seen that word before. This game has actually introduced me to a number of new words, which is kind of nice. I enjoy it when you know, writing, people use a big vocabulary and whatnot. Rid of the word recon. Right, like I know like reconnaissance, you know, that kind of thing, but I've never seen that specifically, which is cool. The more you know. Okay, we go this way. That's also a good song. Oh. I've been expecting you, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. Safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent the Leviathan's return. I doubt that, but we can try. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched. Though it would pain me to admit, Maelstrom has never faced a foe like this before. Among other things, they have determined the life that might emerge, and yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured. All told, here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may be wounded, though it pains me to even consider the notion if they perish, circumstances permitting. I ask that you recover their corpses. Don't worry, I'm like a professional corpse carrier at this point. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Although I will say, last time I checked, I had a 4 corpse carrying limit. So if there's 5 of them, that's gonna take 2 trips. Unless I've gotten strong enough to add +1 corpses to my carrying limit. If I can add +1 corpses to my carrying limit at this point, then, I mean, hey, we got nothing to worry about. My favorite part of role-playing has been that I can pull out archaic English vocabulary and sentence structure and no one has even batted an eye. Yeah, that is really cool. Like, a lot of RPing does tend towards that kind of writing, you know, and because I mean, like, RPers write a lot, so you know they have like a, generally speaking, a wide vocabulary. So yeah, no, that's really cool. It adds to the suspension of disbelief, right? Like, so in fantasy games, you have to suspend your disbelief. You know, like, obviously this is all fake and, you know, whatever, but you want to be immersed. You want to believe that this is in some way real or believable. And so when you have characters use like old English or something like that, it adds to the sense that like this is not our world, this is a different world. Okay, so where's the boy?
Where's the boy? Gotta find the boy.
Oh hey, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream, that would be beautiful and amazing and wonderful, and I'd appreciate that. So please do so if you haven't already. Yeah, probably should have brought the restorative, my friend. But that's okay. I got you. Okay, well, at least one of them is alive, so if all of them are dead, then I can carry all 4 corpses. We were ambushed, lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to Serpent's Tongue. I can make my own way back, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Ooh, buddy, you might be last man standing. You might be the only one. Ooh, I don't know if I can get down there. Let's find out. Oh yeah, there's an opening. I love that flying lets you oh my god, it's so good. Cause like I was scared that flying would have so many invisible walls and it would just be really annoying, like all of these out of bound areas, but I'm really, really glad they don't. God, that would have sucked. Will the enemy spawn if I fly above it? No, you have to land. Oh, there's water right there. Okay, well, hey, buddy.
Die. Die. Die.
All right, spawn my chocobo. Zoe informed me that I should probably swap my chocobo to a healer instead of a tank because the tanking stance sucks, apparently, which I didn't know, but now I do. So I will have to do that soon. But apparently there's like a respec item that you can use, so that'll be good. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. All right, well, there's 2 corpses right there. Oh, I'm poisoned. That guy poisoned me. That's so rude. Cleansed. I think it's a pepper of some kind. Oh, yeah. It's in like a, it's in the, they said it, Zoe said it was in the Freedom Company shop. I think it's the Freedom Company shop. Bum 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 bum. All right. You've returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an ultimate untimely demise. But tell me what became of the others. Here's your corpses. Dear gods! Wait, are you holding the corpses? Or what do we do with them? Those wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and to maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. Well, at very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the detail of the operation. The war horns will sound at any moment. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Let me check my ring. They got this one. I forgot to equip it. Why won't it? What? Wait. What? There. But yeah, that one's better, so I'm gonna get it. That was kind of weird. What? Wait, didn't I just get a ring? I'm confused. The tank stance being unable to hold aggro at later levels feels like such a small thing to fix that I'm genuinely baffled it hasn't been addressed yet. Yeah, that sounds awful. Like, because I mean, really, the aggro, I mean, having aggro would be great. It'd be super great. How does it not hold aggro since they removed enmity, reducing abilities, and the like? I haven't seen tanks have problem holding aggro unless they're not attacking. Interesting. I obviously I'm new, so I don't really know the inner workings of all that, but also welcome Frazzle Cat. Always happy to see another cat. Part of me wants to make you some gear. I mean, you can if you want, but so far I haven't had any issues like keeping up with the content or anything. I'll kill them slowly and chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. That's what I'm talking about. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is likely to be met with fierce resistance. You're gonna do that then because you can? Okay, that's fine. Brazzlecat, are you a longtime player of Final Fantasy XIV? We are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, ultimate objective is to take the Aetherite and eliminate the priest before presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. That's smart. That's a good idea. We don't need to commit mass murder. It's always... See, that's the thing. That's the difference. The Garleans just murder. But we, the Eorzeans, commit strategic murder. That's the difference. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Legion of Drowned Pirates at Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. You could say that. Too long in some ways. I've been back sometime mid-heavenward. Oh, okay. Nice. It's good to see longtime players in the game and stuff like that. What's your favorite part of Final Fantasy XIV? And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the defensive effort. Nindonan and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted. Definitely gonna have to fight the Primal. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, takes to your heels and circle around the infiltration unit. Okay. Well, all has been set in motion. I myself shall cut a path to the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Oh, the MSQ, although that's probably the least original response. The characters in particular, they become very well written. Yeah, you know, I hear that a lot, obviously, and I'm excited to see how it grows and changes and develops and all that stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that being your answer. I mean, like, realistically, it's a good, like, there are so many MMOs where the MSQ is just skippable garbage, and the fact that it's worth your time is it makes the foundations of the game, you know, worth playing, which is good. It's always good. When last did we fight side by side? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let this away. Oh, my tailbone. I've been sitting weird. Oh. Go through the first checkpoint. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna land over here. And we'll just fight our way up. What? That was weird. All right. Oh, now they're picking it up. Now they're starting to send in the cavalry. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my buffs. It feels so slow without him. Why does it keep... What's happening? Why does it keep putting my bow away? Oh my god, I'm taking freaking damage. You're right, my chocobo is like totally not grabbing aggro. What are you doing over there? Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that guy. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Grab aggro. Oh my god. Oh no, I just accidentally aggroed that guy. Please. Okay. No! No! Oh my god, stop aggroing stuff. Okay. Having a solid story generally with some misses helps a lot. I'm a bit concerned about what 7.0 will be like. That's not important here. It'll be a good while before I get there. Yeah, it'll definitely be a while before I get there. Yeah, I'm gonna change after this quest line. I'm gonna change to the healer chocobo. I do think that would be better. Cause like I can't really. I guess I could pick what he targets if I hotkeyed all of the skills or whatever. I stepped out for a while. Was the question what our favorite part of the game was? Yeah, I was asking Frazzlecat because they're new to the stream. But you're more than welcome to answer that question as well. Just trying to create conversation, you know. Axolotls. Those are the ugliest axolotls I've ever seen in my life. I'm trying to not shake my camera so much when I hit my mouse buttons, but kind of just happens. Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas a glancing blow. 'Twas merely a flesh wound. Come, the 8th rite is close at hand. Let us press on. Oh, here's that dude with that fancy hat. Dude, he's dripping. He went all out on his glamour. That is literally fashion endgame right there.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
The end goal we all strive for. Oh!
Did I miss much?
Oh, do something cool. Yeah. Kill him. Oh! Look at that. She's a badass. You love to see it.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Oh, that's how you know he's a real killer. He's got that backhand grip. You know he's serious now. Jokes aside, I like seeing cool animations. Ah, yes. Her daggers look cool. Well, thanks for the assist. That was helpful. They're totally gonna summon. They're gonna summon him. I mean, they're right there. Like, they're literally right there. Maybe he won't be able to see us because of the hat. Maybe if we don't move, he won't be able to see us because of the hat. Bang. Now what?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh, it's the Admiral. Good aim. She just looks like she doesn't care at all. The things we sacrifice for fashion. Yes.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Yeah, you got a lot of heroic acts to catch up on, my friend.
Long have you shriveled Sorwalkers tormented our kind.
I don't know,
No more! Your time is at an end!
you're the one that's looking a little shriveled, my friend. Have you been forgetting to moisturize?
You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
It's not even like...
Lord of the world,
No!
hearken to our plea.
Shoot him!
Lord of the world,
Shoot
deliver
him!
us from our misery.
Shoot him!
Do you feel that?
Not a good time for a flashback.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Nani?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Why didn't she do that like earlier? Uh-oh. He got his hat back.
Heaven helps.
That hat transcends death itself.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
Oh god.
Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you.
Yeah, he saved the glam plate as a preset.
That you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth. Die, damn you!
Oh. Shoot him again. Yeah, shoot the other one so that they can't.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Ah, crap.
Heavens forfend.
Well,
Damn it all!
I never saw that coming. She was just trying to get that hat for herself. Exactly.
Am the way. It could by right be infinite.
I think your god is.
Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary. You promised me everlasting.
Short-lived immortality, that's for sure. What's up, Fred?
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Emissary said he could do anything, so he became a
mercy,
Scooby
would seem
snack.
the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh, that's not good. We don't want that. I think Freddy's hungry. I think he's hungry. So Starstream said earlier, my favorite part used to be crafting, with the crafting jobs having rotations like combat jobs. In the last year, though, I've really taken a shining to high-end rating. I just love trying my hand at a challenge. That's awesome. It's nice to have a variety of, you know, different styles of content that you can get into, and then when you get bored of one thing or you get done doing that, you can do something else. Man, Freddy, you were going hard with the licking. I almost have no skin left. You got to be careful there. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? But, you see, that's a very good question. Oh my god, Fred, I need my skin. I need my skin. You can't lick off my skin. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall wait for you in the command room. Okay. I was wondering how we were going to fight that thing. Oh, yeah, Freddy got down. I'm trying to figure out what I want for dinner. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling lazy today. Feeling like a burrito or something, you know? Like a burrito sounds really good. All right, well, just a quick reminder, drop a like on the stream if you've been watching and enjoying, and follow on Twitch if you want to watch on there.
Beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Hearthstone, 'twas called.
And join Discord if you want.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Hagen. Got it.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Hey, Fred. You hungry? All right, just give me a second, bud.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieve with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us. rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Okay. Okay.
Of course. Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage
Yes.
through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Yes, he did. I distinctly remember.
My lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works.
True.
Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another.
True.
In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Ah.
By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick.
Yeah.
The gods know it
See,
would be quicker than building a new vessel.
if one ship isn't enough, you just duct tape two of them
Mistbeard did
together.
This. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Man, they're getting into the details here. He's accounting for all of it. This dude's got the whole plan worked out.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Oh, let's go. He's like, I'm ready.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels.
This man wants to go
Repairs
fishing.
complete.
Exactly.
Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Yeah. We're gonna kill Sea God. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I'm listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man who has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. What? One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. Disinclined to put any store by his claim, but even should it be true that you shall said none save the company hero, the best of Leviathan, how we know. Okay. And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, we can Can we afford to ignore this man if testimony advantage? Damn it. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this and most Primal Slayer's claims. Seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, so spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning. Okay. Yeah, let's go talking to him. Go see what he has to say. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower La Nacia. The Storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. Aye aye. Capitan. Oh. Wait, do I not have... Oh, that's the only 8th right there? Huh. You know what? I do have to go feed the cats, and I probably do got to go eat dinner soon. And I know it's kind of been a short stream, but I think we might start talking about possibly maybe sort of potentially getting ready to possibly maybe sort of possibly wrap it up. Here, I gotta use my fan to blow all this cat hair away. Have a good evening over there. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know it's a short one, but I mean, honestly, like, I don't want to like burn out or anything. I just want to keep going. And I also slept too long today. I'm not gonna lie. My sleep schedule has been all sorts of messed up. And yeah, I need to, if I want to do longer streams, I want to do them earlier in the day, because if I do a long stream at night, it's sort of just like, it feels weird. I don't know. Hard to describe. But regardless, I appreciate everyone that was here today and everyone that has hung out on stream. If you want to catch the other streams, or if you want to, you know, watch my Final Fantasy video that I put out last night, you're more than welcome to. I'd appreciate that. You can join Discord, you drop a like, all that great stuff. And I should be back tomorrow with another stream. And I will try my bestest to not sleep for like 27 hours. Just kidding. But I'll try my best to be up at a reasonable hour and like actually have a stream early. Not burning out is a pretty good reason to take a break. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know that the story is insanely long, so it makes me want to like push through it, but like, it's gonna be way better if I just do it in small chunks and take my time, and when I feel like, you know, taking a break, take a break. Thanks for streaming, Flo. You're welcome, Nat. Thanks for always being here and being so supportive. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, you're all lovely, wonderful, perfect, beautiful individuals, and I will see you tomorrow. And until then, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace out.